Welcome back to CP Whiskey Creek in N-Scale. This video is a little late, but welcome to the Summer 2024 Summer Update. We'll start things off with kind of a mail call from the Ancaster Train Show on Father's Day. I picked up the paint actually as a pre-order that I got through OVR Train since they also had a booth there. The CP cars on the right were actually an added bonus because I found them but wasn't actually looking for them. But the ones on the left I was actually looking for because I have a project in mind for them. The bottom one is actually for my son. I also made a stop through the month of July to visit James over at the Dundas Junction, and I got to see his layout in person. I was there picking up a few things, but got a behind-the-scenes tour. So thanks again to Dundas Junction Model Railroad, and James, of course, for hosting me. I also took my dad and my kids to Little Canada. I've done a video on a visit there before, so I didn't shoot as much video and pictures this time, but I still thoroughly enjoyed my time there, and I'm pretty sure that my family did as well. Between Little Canada and going down for several Blue Jay games, I got to ride on the go several times this summer going to and from Toronto, especially riding on it for the several baseball games that we went to. It was very reminiscent of my youth and one of the primary factors in modeling Go today. I even got an opportunity to see the new scheme for Via Rail. Unfortunately, it wasn't running at the time, but it was still parked in the yard as we passed by. Now, I did actually get to do some modeling this summer. In fact, I started on one of several expansions that are coming to the layout. This one will end up having its own video semi-soon, but I added a new siding near the lumberyard. Plus, I worked on my entry for the Mini Prince Peanut Butter Lid Challenge. I really love these challenges because I got to try a few things and ideas before I actually put them out on the actual layout. In this case, I experimented using Mod Podge for water and artificial turf for crops, and another technique of using Mod Podge for mud. The only one I actually liked was the actual mud. But it also gave me an excuse to paint up my pigs and scarecrow that will eventually find themselves onto the farm scene that I already have in progress. Finally, one of the reasons why I didn't do as much modeling as I really would have liked to is I ended up doing a ton of overtime at work. It's kind of a long story which I won't get into here, but some of that overtime actually took me up to the Owen Sound area, and so I got to see several of the Owen Sound and Wyerton train stations. I even got to have dinner one of those nights at a former CP rail station, which is now actually a brewery and restaurant. And pretty well all the other overtime shifts I ended up doing found me going really far north. So really the only train time that I was able to get was a little bit of rail fanning from the plane as we came into Thunder Bay for our connecting flights. That being said, even from the plane, I was still able to catch one of the old multi-mark CP rail boxcars parked on one of the sidings. Well, that recaps my summer, at least the train-related parts. Feel free to share in the comments below how your train-related summer went. But now we're about to enter back into modeling season. Some of the other people out there call it fall. So hopefully I'll get back onto the layout and stop doing some overtime shifts and focus on what's important: trains. Thanks for watching.